Hello everyone, welcome to another Teach the Code Linux edition with Professor V. So today we're going to explore a couple more commands. What I went ahead and did is I googled GitHub text file. I found this /text files public. So go ahead and find this repository here. I'm going to go ahead and just do the agatha.txt, and now I have something to make a text file with real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight all this, and I'm just going to go ahead and right click and copy, or you could always do Control-C. So in order to get a text editor open in our Linux, we could go to the desktop and go to Accessories, and we could simply open the text editor, or maybe you have LeafPad. I think I downloaded LeafPad myself. I don't remember if it came with the Linux that I'm running. So you could just simply do it from the desktop, or if you want to be completely terminal side, you could type in the command LeafPad myfile.txt. So now I'm going to go ahead and Control V. I'm going to hit enter, so I have this little space here. My cursor should be at the bottom. I'm going to hit save. So if you opened it from the desktop, please do a file and a save as, and make sure you save it as myfile.txt. And save it right where you are. So if we do everything correctly, when you ls, you should see myfile.txt. So now we know if we concatenate, right? If let's kind of do a little bit of backtracking, it'll show us these files, right? Well, it'll show us the text within these files. So the first one I wanted to do, so I'm going to do a clear real quick. I can see a bunch of words that I do want to look up. So we're going to study the grep command. Oops. So it's grep. And actually, let's go ahead and manual it. It's good that we go ahead and look at the manual. So print lines matching a pattern. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to look for something that we give it. So it's going to look for a specific word that we type in. So I saw a bunch of thes within the text file. So we're going to grep the, and we're going to grep it from myfile.txt. So the way this command works is you type the command as usual, right? What should we be doing? Grep. What do we want to look for? The word the. And then where do we want to look for it? Well, in myfile.txt. So if you notice, it's going to show me all the thes that were in the file. Now it's also going to pick up they, because it is also the, right? So it has the within it. So grep just looks for the pattern as it's mentioned in the manual. Now we could do some fun things with grep. I'm going to go ahead and clear. I'm going to push up twice to go back to the command I just typed in. If you want to retype it yourself, feel free to, but I just used the up arrow to go back and look at my history. Now I could do new file.txt, so I put a greater than symbol, and basically if you think of this as an arrow, it's going to shoot whatever this command gives us to this new file. So it's also going to create the file for us, but it's going to shoot all those 10 entries or so we had in there. So let's go ahead and push it. I'm going to ls. You're going to see that I have a new file.txt now. So if I concatenate new file.txt, it's going to print out all those words, well, all the lines that we just saw with the in it, including the they. It doesn't light them up like grep does, right? It doesn't show them blue, so... But it's very nice, you know, if you're looking through your log files and, you know, maybe you're looking for failed passwords or something like that, you could grep the word fail, right? Put it into an output, maybe even failed passwords, right? And you can be able to find all this information super quick. So grep is a really useful utility. So other than that, we can concatenate the whole file using this method too. So we can concatenate myfile.txt. We could do the greater than symbol, and then let's just do new file 2.txt. So let's just send the whole file. So essentially it's going to copy the file for us. So let's go ahead and do concatenate new file 2.txt. And it literally has all 20 entries or whatever it is. I didn't count them. So that's one way we can copy a file. Now, there's another command called cp. cp literally is for copying files and directories. So if you want to do a directory, it gives you a little hint here to use -t. So anyways, let's go ahead and hit clear. Let's ls. So let's go ahead and say we want to copy myfile.txt. And then instead of naming a new file 3 or something, let's say copy file.txt. So the way copy works is you're going to hit the cp, so that's the command, right? You're telling the computer copy this. What do you want to copy? Well, myfile.txt. And then you need to issue where do you want to copy it to. Well, we're going to make a new file, and it's going to be copyfile.txt. Now you could also just do touch, right, and create a file and then copy it over to that file as well. So you don't always have to create a file from scratch. Maybe you have a certain log file that you're just copying information over and over from different files, so you could keep appending to it, right, and adding on to it. So now if we concatenate copy file.txt, we're also going to have the full file. So a couple ways to copy files. Really neat, right? I like that we have all these different options to choose from. So now, what if we wanted to move the file to a directory, right? So I think I still have a test directory. I'm going to go ahead and do the... Yeah, see, I'm forgetting the option. Let me go ahead and manual it real quick. How do we remove the directory again? Oh yeah, remove directories and their contents. So it's the -r. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. You guys, if you don't have the test directory, that's fine. You don't need to do this step. So now if I ls, my test directory is gone. So from here, I want you guys to copy, because you shouldn't have had the test directory. I was probably messing around one day and I had it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a directory. We're going to call it test. So here we're going to end up doing the mv. So let me go ahead and manual that for us. So the mv command moves or renames a file. So we're going to use it to move the file. And the way it works is it's very similar to the cp command. So we're going to move the myfile.txt. And you know, I don't know if we need to do the absolute directory. So yeah, I didn't like that. So I think I do need to do the whole print walking directory. So I'm in /home/mvalerio/test. So you have to do the whole absolute directory, not the relative directory. So now if I ls into my test, well, let's just ls first. Oh, look at that. Myfile.txt is no longer there. If you could see the different output from here to there. So if I look up ls and then test, you're going to notice the myfile.txt is the only one in there. So a couple things we could do from here too. We could grep, and then right, and then myfile.txt. Oh, we can do it from here, right? So we could do copyfile.txt, and then I believe we could send the output, if I'm not going to make a mistake here, into the test directory, and we could call it I don't know what to call this one. Let's just call it copyfile2.txt. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It works. So now if I ls into test, it's going to show us the two directories. And another thing I want to show you is you could also concatenate. I can concatenate from home / mvalerio into the test directory, and then I can tell it what file do I actually want to do. The copy file 2.txt, which is all the words with the. So I hope I didn't lose you. I know some of this might be a little bit tricky, but I feel like Linux and Java and all these programs are really about exploring, really getting into it. You know, your teachers can show you a lot of this cool stuff, but I think a certain mastery will come from you just kind of playing around with it. So ls, so now if I want to move the other files, right, I can move copyfile.txt to home /mvalerio /test. And now if I ls, the copy file's gone. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove the rest. So remove new file.txt. It's no longer there. Now I'm going to remove the new file 2.txt. And then I guess I'm going to go ahead and remove the this file.txt as well. Oh, that's a different one, huh? Well, I'm going to go ahead and remove it anyway. I want my ls to be nothing but directories. So now I could cd into the test directory and go ahead and list, and I'll have these different files in here. So if you want to remove the directory, you can. I'm probably going to keep using the test directory moving forward. If there's any concerns, please leave them in the comments, you guys. But you know, it's a good way to copy files, move files, and send the output to a different file, right? We'll keep exploring more commands as we move forward. You know, if there's any questions you have, leave them in the comments. And other than that, I hope this helps some of you guys out, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.